So then, Daniel Larson has pled guilty. No, sorry. Pled not guilty. Not living in Fantasyland. It's not that smart. Daniel Larson's pled not guilty to generally everything. I mean, how I feel that he will do, if his lawyers can convince him the best that could happen to Daniel are that he gets, you know, he decides, okay, fine, I'm insane, insanity plea, and that's best for him. I mean, there was a document about Dan Larson pleading for his release by his lawyers. I read it. I mean, it makes sense, and it would be decent if it wasn't Daniel Larson. It was more abstract. If it was more maybe some claims, accusations towards him, but otherwise he behaved himself. We're talking about Daniel Larson. No. The things about him being illegally detained, where, well, it's not Section 4, 5, Fifth Amendment, where it doesn't apply, unlawful detention. Yeah, no. He's Daniel Larson. Of course, it's lawful detention, but how I think would be best for his case would maybe be him claiming insanity. But here's the thing: he's Daniel Larson. He'll never want to be seen as insane. He wants to be seen as a celebrity. He wants to be seen as someone who has money, links to celebs. He's a famous person. He's a singer-songwriter. He doesn't want to be seen as insane. He'll say, you know what, everyone is wrong but me. I'm sure his lawyers ain't happy at him, but his lawyers know what they're doing, even though they're public. So then again, I'm sure it'd be recommended to invest in private lawyers who have a bit more money, but then again, it's all up to Daniel. Daniel Larson doesn't care. He has an image to protect. He knows he's going to do some time. He ain't going to do 65 years. They ain't none happening, moon. That ain't none happening. He's going to instead, by my belief, a few years in proper prison detention. But the issue of him going in mental, if he would accept that he is mentally ill, which he ain't gonna do, with his ego, it's too big. But if he were to accept that, maybe he might get a little bit of a few years master supervision. But he's Daniel Larson. There's been human and there's been Daniel Larson. No one other than himself wants to be Daniel Larson. Because yes, it all seems like fairy tales and rainbows, but you beat yourself all the time and you get arrested. I'd rather no. He's Daniel Larson. He doesn't want anything other than his projected image of him being the most famous person who has a girlfriend and connections. I wish him luck if he's pleading not guilty, which he has done. I'm sure he may be convinced to go for a plea deal, but then again, his ego's that big. He'll probably say, no, I've got it, guys. I don't need you. He'll probably say, you know what, I don't need lawyers. I'm good enough. Which, fucking hell. I will still watch. I mean, it's been an interesting ride of Daniel Larson. Watching him has been very interesting. It's been funny, but it's more frustrating because thinking about misdemeanors he's done, thinking about the amount of times he's stolen from people, thief. He's technically a burglar. He's a trespasser. Goes into this restaurant, force him out, shove him out, do all that. You know that he ain't buying anything, but everyone else has to suffer for him. and I was not expecting the federal case. I don't think all seven charges. I think two or three good enough to give him a good kick up the ass, a decent kick up the ass to shock him, and that won't do anything. He'll do a few years, leave, and say, "Hey, I'm still the same celebrity." I believe that'll be as it is, and you know what? He deserves what he gets, but I'll still enjoy his suffering because he embodies all the ego that people don't like. I don't like it. No one likes. I don't have an ego that big. But otherwise, latest I've seen, I watched, I think the latest I watched a live stream of Nick Nobody was going over it, but I was a bit late to it, so I watched the last bit, then I tried to watch the beginning, and then it disappeared because the live was over. What a shame, but it went over the same legal documents. I kind of get the gist about what is going on, and yeah. Good luck, Mr. President. I hope you don't get impeached too hard, but you're gonna get really impeached. And you deserve everything you get, and I'm so happy that he's in jail because people may think, oh, he suffers a lot by his autism, his schizophrenia. Way more people suffer him where they have to face him. When he goes into a restaurant thinking he's entitled to get free service, he's deluded to be convinced by people that he deserves free service. Someone else is paying for it, and you're not playing by the rules, so I'm gonna kick up a stink, make you stay and make you be as professional as possible. And guess what? Like Olive Garden, he'll go in and pull. I wouldn't want him near me. I'm glad he's in jail. We'll see what happens, but I'm enjoying it. Alright, asshole.